Just taking a look at my canvape order, seeing when it's going to get here. They're saying the 23rd. That sucks. Currently, it's 2:05 p.m. And if you see here, they have it listed as in transit as of 3:49 p.m. But it's 2:05 p.m. My package is time traveling. Also, some people thought that these were cigarettes on the vlog. Stupid people. Got a pretty sweet Christmas card from the Stuffs. Yup, sure did. Frig yeah, love that kind. I love getting junk mail like this. Express loan certificate, $15,000. Oh my god, yeah, this is a good idea. Well, it looks like the unofficial race is over. Adrien won. We're having an unofficial race to see who would get their canvape package first, me or Adrien. And Adrien got his today. I still haven't got mine. Fuck's sakes. What's funny is yesterday I got my shipping notification from Canada Post before I even got the notification from canvape that my order has been processed and shipped. So I figured, well, holy fuck, the post office is more ahead of the game than the old company sending me my stuff. I gotta get it sooner than frig. Like, I should get it, no problems. But, yeah, no. Ah, well, it'll come in. And when it does, that'll be awesomer than frig. Especially because I got an RDA coming in and a mechanical mod so I can blow some fucking clouds up in this bitch. It's gonna be great. Let's go see how bad it is at the end of the road. See if I'll be able to jump this or not. If I gotta get out here with a shovel and clear this. Oh fuck. That's nothing. That's nothing. I'm not too worried. Frig it. Looks like somebody already came in and plowed it. Maybe. Huh. Whatevs. Oh well, I guess I'll get my package from canvape tomorrow. Not too bad. So my buddy Jeremy sends me an article from Fox News about a teenage girl who was mauled by a bear during hunting season. And yeah, that happens. It happens a lot around here too. Bears are crafty fuckers. And you know, all it takes is one claw swipe and you're fucking hurt and you're not going very far very fast. Because those sons of bitches can like really put a lot of power behind a punch. But what happened was this teenager female teenager hunting with her hunting party, got between mama bear and the cubs. Mama bear, well, you know how they are, right? You get between the mama bear and the cubs, shit hits the proverbial fan. Mauled the living shit out of the girl, almost ripped her ear off and things, and the girl's in the hospital and she's treated, she's fine. But after all this shit went down, fucking PETA, People's Ethical Treatment of Animals, or whatever the fuck they stand for, decided, hey, let's send her a letter and, like, fucking make matters worse. So they send her a letter saying, well, now that this happened, maybe you should put your fucking self in the bear's place and be all like, you know, not hunt and drop your guns and not hunt animals anymore because it's unethical and blah, blah, blah and yada, yada, yada. Like, are you fucking for real? Like, they banned the bear hunting around here. They banned it. There hasn't been a bear season for a while, but they're thinking about bringing it back because the fuckers are getting too thick out there in the woods and they're starting to work their way into town. Like, I've already had two in my backyard this year, and there's paw prints back there and shit, and like that's why I'm really worried about letting Oreo out at night off leash. But he's already proven that he can fucking deal with them because he just goes up and barks and they run away because they don't know what the fuck he is and they're so scared of him. But one of these days he's gonna do that and he's not gonna be so lucky, and the friggin' bear's just gonna haul off and clap him one, and it's just gonna turn Oreo into a fucking flying lint ball. And like that's what I'm worried about, because Oreo is just the kind of dog that, you know, no fucks are given all the time. Like, he just doesn't give a shit. He'll bark at deer and a deer could fuck him over. He'll bark at bears. He'll bark at anything that he can fucking see because he's a little freaking dog, and dogs have that small dog complex and they're nutty foo-foo. But the fact that PETA felt the need to contact them and like make matters worse is hilarious. Which reminds me of back in the day when I had the P.O. box and I used to make Felix talk. I actually received a care package from PETA with a letter saying that every time I shove the camera in the cat's face, I'm causing unrepairable traumatic damage to my cat's mentality. Okay, for all those people who've been here for a while, you've seen Felix in the videos. Did he really look that traumatically harmed? No, he looked fine. He had no problems with the camera being shoved in his face. So, I honestly had no idea what the fuck PETA's problem was. It wasn't like I was putting the camera in the cat's face and then fucking walloping him with a half-eaten trout, you know? It wasn't like I was jamming the freaking camera in the cat's face and then strangling him. Like, I was just putting the camera in his face, and then afterwards I dub voice into him and make him talk, you know? What the fuck's the big problem with that? But that's PETA for you. I swear, those fucking PETA, they're working on a human-animal hybrid. How? By butt-fucking goats. That's what they're doing. Yep. Fuck PETA. There's one thing I'd like to know big times, is who in the hell has a plow truck that hit... What the frig? There's a housefly outside on my friggin' screen. Oh my god. That poor sucker is gonna not be happy very long. But anyway, somebody plowed the end of my driveway. I have no idea who. But I'd really like to know who, because that's friggin' awesome. Big times. Well, campers, I gotta go to work. I said I gotta go to work. Nothing yet, eh? No voice? One day you'll talk probably. Right now you're just being shy, or because you're too young, I don't know. But I gotta go to work, buddy. Yeah, I gotta go to work. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, Oreos? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? What were you doing in here? Are you just sleeping in the bathroom? You need to teach the kitten how to talk. Hey, can you do that for me? You know, maybe? Maybe? Yeah? I'll take it as a yes. Even though he barely talks anymore. But anyway, I gotta get off to work and get this shift over with. Thursday, tomorrow's flyer day, then the weekend's here. I hope my package comes in tomorrow, because what I ordered is a rebuildable atomizer for vaping, and that'll give me the whole weekend to play with it and make a bunch of coils and vape on them and have some fun. So, but right now I'm going to head off to work and get this shift over with, and then come home tonight at midnight and go from there. So, should be fun. Should be fun. Mind you, I have, oh, what did I just kick? Oh, I just kicked the kitty. Oh no, oh no. Why do I have everything closed in here? I've been letting some light in. We'll just go like that. There, now we can get some sunlight in, hey guys? Hey guys? Just jumping all over the cat. Friggin' dog. Alright. I really need to buy a HEPA filter. Let's get out of here. What are you doing? Are you licking me? You're stupid.
Well, there's still a pretty good mound of snow at the end of the driveway. Let's see if we can clear it. Let's see. Anything coming? Oh shit, we're not clear. Okay, we're clear. We're clear. Full power to the shields. Like it wasn't even there. Just another day for me to be in paradise. Skittle-douche. So Jules ordered a new vaping device. She ordered the iTaste version 3 variable voltage battery, variable wattage battery. Mainly because she's been wanting to get into something like my Vamo for a while, but and I told her, I said, the problem with the Vamo is, you know, you buy the mod for like 50 bucks, and you buy a tank for another, you know, 15, 20 bucks, so you're already up to 70 bucks. And you gotta buy batteries because it doesn't have an internal battery, and you gotta buy all the fucking chargers and shit and spare coils for your thing. And the one she bought, the iTaste variable voltage, has an internal, it's a built-in battery, right? 1,000 milliamps of power, and it's also a pass-through, which is nice. So when she's sitting at home on her computer, or near her computer, she can just plug it into the USB port on her computer and charge it while vaping. And then when she leaves to go and do stuff, just disconnect it from the USB and take it with her and go. And it came with 4 of the iClear 16 tanks, which I heard aren't too bad. Aren't too good, but aren't too bad. And she's all excited about it because she's able to, like, she's been vaping it at 8.59 watts, and she's like, it's been hitting perfectly. And that's what I love about wattage mode, because wattage mode will always send the same amount of voltage to the atomizer. It'll always basically, well, roughly the same amount. It goes by the resistance. See, normally a 2 ohm, 1.8 to 2 ohm tank, you want to hit it at 3.7 volts. But a 2.3 to 2.6 ohm tank, you want to hit it at 4 volts. And, you know, anything higher than 3, like as the ohms go up, you want to hit it with more watts, or more volts. Well, wattage mode does all that voltage calculation for you, so it basically makes the device so freaking user-friendly that you don't have to do any mathematics anymore. You just gotta freaking, you know, assemble the thing and start sucking on it. That's why all of my devices, my variable devices, are all variable voltage, variable wattage, except for the battery that I'm using right now, which just so happens to be strictly, it's a EVOD variable voltage battery. It's like an Ego Twist, has the dial on the bottom to set your voltage. Well, that's what I'm using right now with a 3 milliliter tank, an EVOD 3 milliliter tank, because it's freaking awesome, and I'm cooking this at 4 volts right now. It's only a 2 ohm, so I might be throwing a little bit too much power to it, but no fucks given because it tastes great and it's throwing the perfect amount of vapor. So I kind of like that. Also, I found out my buddy works for Walmart. He works as the on the night stocking crew there, shelf stocking crew or whatever the fuck they're called, inventory control services or whatever. Anyway, he works on that department, and I asked him. I said, "When the hell's Walmart going 24/7? Like, it's literally under a week now, and Christmas is here." And he told me flat out, "We're not going 24/7." I'm like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, man, we're sticking the way it is. Like, we found out." He goes, "All they did was they upped the time that they're open from instead of being open till 11, they're open till midnight now. Like, what do you fucking do? That doesn't help me out. I get off at midnight. I can't really go to Walmart and do my Christmas shopping, so I either A, got to get up really early during the day, which doesn't really happen that often because, let's face it, when I go to bed, the last thing I want to do is wake the fuck up. For sakes, the road did some wonky shit there. But yeah, like once I'm done, once I fall asleep, and once I go, the mornings are the bitches for me. Like I just don't feel like getting up. But you know, you got to do what you got to do to get the shit done. But all I know is this weekend I'm gonna have to go out there and finish my Christmas shopping, do some present wrapping, and get ready because yeah, buddy, Unicorn 6. I wonder what Unicorn 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 look like. But I'm gonna throw some heat to the windshield there, see if I can evap some of that water. Now I got some shit I need to pick up, and I want to get Jules' kids something small for Christmas. Nothing crazy. Not like I'm gonna go out and buy him an Xbox One or anything, but just something small. Which is weird because I've never had to purchase. Well, it's not that I have to, but I've never purchased gifts for children before. Like, I've never had the opportunity to. So, and on top of that, it's like 1 boy, 3 girls. So I'm gonna have some fun trying to find stuff that are gonna, you know, that's gonna work out. Like I know the kids pretty well. I know what they're into and what they like and stuff. So it shouldn't be that hard. I just gotta, you know, do a little bit of market research and get her done. I know I say it a lot, but I'm going to say it again. I fucking love this Mountain Dew vape. This is just simply legendary. Oh yeah, that vaping store is going to be open again this weekend. Might go back down there and see if he's got anything better. Once again, I'm not a big fan of the kit my buddy Jean bought, but thank God he bought an EVOD tank so he can actually get some decent vape out of the thing. Because he bought the Ego Starter and it was kind of weak sauce. And both Adrien and I told the guy, get some Kanger Tech stuff here. Some fucking EVOD coils and some EVOD tanks. I'm like, those are going to be your sellers. Those are the performers. Like, everybody I know who switched from analogs, as in cigarettes, to vaping as their choice for their nicotine consumption, everybody who bought the EVOD kits were able to quit cigarettes. And everybody who bought something else that was substandard, like a genuine Joytech E-roll kit, which looks like a fucking cigarette, they've been cutting back on the cigarettes, but they haven't been able to quit, you know, do the complete pack up and switch over. And that's the same reason why I wasn't able to quit with the Pro Smoke, because it just didn't perform. And that's what I laughed when I read comments about, oh dude, that's not gonna last. You'll be using that for like 2 weeks and you'll be back on the cigarettes in no time. Well, no, I've been using these vaporizers now. It's gonna be 10 weeks this Saturday, so I'm obviously doing something right. You know, obviously. It was a weird car. A little Toyota, but it looked like a fucking sporty Toyota. Nice. But yeah, like, this thing is actually working because it does what I need it to do. It gives me all these simulations of smoking a cigarette. You know, like when you smoke a cigarette, you light it up, you take that inhale, you get the nasty taste. But when you bring it into your lungs, you get that burning in the back of your throat that they call the throat hit. And this will do that. You get that sensation when you exhale of blowing smoke, even though it's just water vapor. But you have that. Like, it's so damn close and so freaking awesome that it works. Like, and that was the problem with the Pro Smoke, was the draw was so tight that it was like sucking a friggin' McDonald's milkshake through a syringe, like through a fucking needle. And you really had to haul on it to get anything off of the damn thing. And the batteries blasted maybe 30, 40 hauls, and then they went flat, and they took 3 hours to charge. Like, it was pretty ridiculous. It wasn't really a cool concept, but the device needs work. And that's why these things, like the EVOD tanks, I still stand by them. I think they're the best damn things out there because they give you nice airflow, nice vapor production, and they're cheap. But they're noisy. Not good for a sneak a cheat, you know what I'm saying? But, ah well. Big fan of the EVODs. Kanger Tech's got their shit down to a science. Just gonna wait for that truck, but fuck them. Alright. We're at the place that gives me the paychecks. Let's go inside and get shit did. Oh, friggin' bumpy ass entrance. One of these decades they'll fix the pothole there. Hey, look, my parking spot. I can tell. There's that pole. Frig yeah. Alright, well, let's go inside and get this shift over with. We'll hammer through this one, and then we're good to go. So let's friggin' pitter-patter and have at her. I'm not primed today. Fuck yeah. And we'll talk to you guys later. Peace the frig out.
You guys see this? This is buildup from driving in snow. It gets built up on the wheel well, and it gets in there, and it causes nothing but problems when you're hitting bumps and things. And they really need to invent a way to get it so that this shit doesn't get caked up in your tire wells. As fuck is it ever annoying. You know, if they built some sort of a heating element maybe, and put it in the wheel well to create heat so it would all melt off and fall off as you're driving, that'd be better. The really another problem is every time I hit a bump, it packs it in more. Pisses me off. Anyway, it's a whopping -8 out. Oh, we need to go home. I'm a little late getting out because I had a quick call at 11:50, well, midnight -3 minutes. So let's get out of here. This was definitely done by a plow of some fashion. And it was no backhoe like my neighbor has around the corner from here. But then again, maybe it was. Look at these tire tracks. Look at this. Like, maybe it was his backhoe. Maybe he came in with the front loader and dragged some snow back or something. I don't know. I don't know. But, sweet. If it is him, I'd like to know because then I owe him a bottle of wine. Just came home and fed the animals. Of course, she's been eating his food again. I've been finding traces. There's a kernel right there. You know, I've been finding it all over the floor. Look at her. She's like right in there, trying to grab some food. Like, fuck, leave him alone. And her dish is full. Like, I didn't even put any food in there. I just shook it around. I even put some cookies in there for her, and she doesn't even realize it. She's more interested in Oreo's fact that he's eating. She's such a bitch. Look at her. I'm surprised. I wouldn't. If Oreo bites her, like, I'm sorry, but that's whatever. But if she would actually go on top, hey, come here. Look. Come here. Come here. Come here. Look at this. Look at that. There's cookies in there for you. Stupid. I understand she's a kitten and all, but does she have to be that stupid? But anyway, I'm home now. I don't know if any of you are aware or even give a shit, but Steam is doing their Christmas sales, and one of the deals they had was for DayZ. And maybe you heard of it, maybe you haven't. Who knows? Interesting game. JP just gave me a game for my iPad called Nimble Spark. No idea what the heck this is all about. Apparently it's loading. And apparently it's upside down. I guess you have to hold your iPad. Oh shit, what did I do? No, no. Let's go arcade. So how do you use left and right? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, neat. Uh-oh. Wheel! I have no idea what the frick I'm supposed to do with that game. Neat. I just went for coffee with Adrien. It's like frickin' 3:30 in the morning. He was showing me his shovels that he uses for shoveling driveways and shit. And let me tell you, he's got some pretty nice gear. I need to step up my game because he's got some stuff that could seriously help me out. Like, he got him at Canadian Tire, 70 bucks. For the 2 shovels, and the one is like, you know, those heart attack shovels. Well, let me look them up on Canadian Tire and I'll show you what he got. This one here looks like the one shovel he had, which I like the way how it bows out. This is probably not the one though, because it got a real shitty rating, but the price is right. Like, he said it was about 30 bucks. Don't know why I got a 1-star rating. I mean, is there an actual friggin' review on it, or there we go. Shovel collapsed at bend and shaft of shovel, making shovel useless from weak shaft. Well, okay. But this is the shovel he got. Well, something like it. Maybe it's not the exact one. There's probably other brands out there. But see how it bevels out? It becomes ergonomic. Well, it's an ergonomic snow shovel. And you don't even have to bend over when using it because you can just grab it at the top point. And then as you're lifting, slide your hand up to give more stability and then just fucking pitch your snow. That's perfect. Actually, I take it back. This one here looks a lot more like the one he had in the back of his truck. And, no, I like that because it has the dual grip. And like you can it's friggin' sweet. Like you can grab from the side, like you see how this top handle is kind of honeycomb shaped, so you can grab it on the sides, kind of like you know, grab it like this and have the other hand like this, or you can grab it from the top with one hand and then grab the shaft with the other hand and use the lift. Like it's a beautiful design, and it looks just so useful. I really like that design big times. And this one here that looks like a heart attack shovel, called the ice rink shoveler, he had that other one, and you know, honestly, with the condition of my driveway right now, with this I could just push all the snow down to the end, then fire up the blower and do a couple friggin' zips at the end of the driveway and fire all the snow up onto the middle of my yard. That'd be perfect. Friggin' 40 bucks. So for like 70 bucks I could have two really good shovels, because right now all I have is like one of these. This is all I really have right now, and you know, it's not too bad, but it really starts wrenching at your spine when you're doing the constant fucking lifting and things. And you know, it's only, well, this is a 24-inch, I don't think mine's that wide, so yeah, like it would just really do the job to have the side handle so you can get right behind it and really put the force on the snow, you know. So I'm thinking I might have to do some shopping and get some shovels, because like when the snow is not that thick on the driveway, you don't want to fire up the blower. It's kind of a waste. But then again, we're supposed to get 10 centimeters of snow tonight. For all my American viewers, 10 centimeters of snow is 1/3 of a foot. It takes 30 centimeters to make a foot. So there you go. And just to fucking force it all down to the end of the road, or even, you know, push it down and then push it up against the side of towards the other side, like up against the side of the house type thing, and then use the blower just to quickly fire it over and keep a nice cut bank. That's another option too. Or even just lift it with another shovel and fucking really fire it off into the yard, you know, whatever. But could be good exercise and maybe help trim the fat, you know. Maybe not fire up the snowblower, not waste so much money on fuel this year. Could be an option. Something to think about. But anyway, people, it's currently 3:30 in the morning. I'm going to shut her down here and call her quits for tonight. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. And until next time, keep on vlogging.